Buying a house while selling another sounds overwhelming, right? Well, it doesn't have to be. Today, I'm sharing 5 common mistakes to avoid when navigating this double transaction. Stick around because avoiding these pitfalls can save you time, stress, and a whole lot of money. Hi, I'm Hannah, a licensed real estate agent with Signature Home Group. We're a team of sisters who have helped over 1,000 buyers and sellers navigate the complicated real estate market. Mistake number 1, getting the process out of order. It's so tempting to wait until your dream home lists before starting the buying and selling process. We get it. Once you find your dream home online, you're motivated to sell your current home. The problem is that 9 times out of 10, this leads to you missing out on that dream home and spending years trying to find it again. Avoid this mistake by starting with the listing side so you're ready to go when that perfect home pops up for sale. This looks like having a great local agent come to your home for a listing appointment and giving you important information like how much is your home worth? How long will it take to sell? What projects should you do to increase how much you can sell your home for? And how much money should you expect to walk away with after closing? The key here is working with a trusted, experienced, and local agent who really understands the real estate market where you live. Even if you don't live in our area, we have a huge network of great agents all over the country. Click the link in the description below and get referred in a couple easy steps. Mistake number 2, and this is a big one, looking at houses before getting a mortgage pre-approval. Most sellers won't even look at your offer if you don't include a pre-approval letter with it. It makes sense. A seller needs to know that you can qualify for a mortgage before they take their home off the market for you. Avoid having your offer rejected by working with a great lender to determine how much you can afford to borrow on your next home and getting your pre-approval letter before searching for a house. In addition, it's critical that you know how much you can realistically afford to spend on your new home and avoid the disappointment of falling in love with a house that's over budget. If you need recommendations for great lenders, click the Get Referred link in the description below and we'll personally connect you with the best lenders in your area. Mistake number 3, underestimating market conditions. Another expensive mistake is ignoring whether it's a buyer's or seller's market, which affects timing and negotiation power. In a buyer's market, buyers typically have the upper hand in negotiations, and sellers will flex more on purchase price and paying closing costs. Homes often sit on the market for longer in a buyer's market too, which means you have more time for viewing and deciding on a home before writing an offer. On the other hand, in a seller's market, sellers are typically able to get full price offers and even higher, and are less likely to pay buyers' closing costs. Homes usually move very quickly in a seller's market too, and buyers often have to compete for homes. The real estate market is constantly shifting, so working with a great local realtor who keeps their finger on the pulse of the market is how you'll come out best. Mistake number 4, not aligning closing dates. This is a tricky one. When you purchase contingent, you have to close on the sale of your old home before purchasing your new one. If the sale of your old home closes days or weeks before your new one, you could end up scrambling for temporary housing. On the flip side, if you close on both houses on the same day, you'll have to line up the logistics of moving from one house to the other very quickly with no overlap. To avoid this issue, work closely with your real estate agent to determine which method works best for your scenario. One option is negotiating for a rent-back agreement, which means the buyer for your home allows you to stay for a pre-negotiated amount of time after closing, often for a small fee. This gives you an overlap of time and makes moving much less stressful. Mistake number 5, not being flexible in negotiations. When you're both a buyer and seller, you might feel torn between getting the best deal and moving quickly. For example, if a buyer wants repairs or concessions, weigh the cost versus benefit of closing sooner and being one step closer to buying your new home. Similarly, when you're making an offer on your next home, being flexible with terms like purchase price, closing date, and seller paid closing costs can give you an edge over other buyers. Real estate is all about compromise. And there you have it. 5 costly mistakes to avoid when buying and selling a house at the same time. The process can be tricky, but with the right planning and guidance, it is absolutely doable. If you found this info helpful, be sure to check out this video on how to sell a house in 2025 and download our free guides below for a step-by-step plan to successfully buy and sell your home.